This one is for you, Natalie and Caitlin. Oh yeah, you like that? You like that? I know you do. I know you do. Okay, so I know that I'm a little bit late, but the reason for this is that I had some computer problems. He kind of freaked out on me, he being Mitchell, my MacBook Pro. He kind of freaked out on me for a little bit there, but now we've got things under control, and I can get back to making the videos and such, and the like, other words. So, Christina told us to tell her something a little bit about me, that kind of thing. Well, I am 19. I just moved, this is my parents' house. I just moved in with them to help out with my dad, who is having problems with his diabetes. And so when that gets all sorted out, I'll be moving back out again. Up until recently, I lived in San Francisco, and I worked at the Banana Republic there, on Grant. So it's so fun. If you're from San Francisco and you're seeing this, then you know what I'm talking about. Lauren wants to know a flaw that we don't really think is a flaw. I am like driven by pop culture, like far more than I think anyone should. I love shows that are about pop culture also, like Chelsea Lately, The Soup. I read Perez Hilton like not daily, but like probably like more than twice a week. And then when I do read, I just catch up on everything. So I guess technically it's the same thing. But yeah, I'm totally driven by pop culture. And although most of my friends think it's ridiculous when they say something completely out of the blue, and I give them a reference from a 1982 movie or from Square Pegs or from something completely ridiculous, they find it a little bit annoying. I think it's great. And when I find people who know as much about pop culture as I do, I get like freakishly excited about it. And I want to be like instantly, I want to be their friends. Next, I'm telling Kaylee why I make videos. I make videos because I have always wanted to keep a journal and stuff like that, but whenever I start it, I always get like really like distracted, or I'll put it down and it just won't ever get written again, and it's all like very depressing. So from the journal that I was trying to keep, I decided to just make it a blog. And so from the blog that I was writing, I was like, what if I just say this stuff? Because I have a unique way of talking, like my tone and inflection and everything else. And so when I say certain things, like it comes out differently than it would if you like read them. You know what I mean? Because I mean, when you read, you say it in like your voice, but when I say things to you, you have to hear them the way that I meant them to be said. And I don't really know how to elaborate on that, but I think if you like watch some of my videos, I think you get that. I don't know, maybe. Haley, my 5 favorite things ever would have to be music, pop culture, clothing, not so much clothing, but like fashion in general. Like I have an obscene amount of fashion magazines, so many that my mom tried to make me leave them in my apartment when I had to come back down here to help out my dad, and I was like, no, they're all coming with me, and I buy like doubles of certain magazines because I have this big collage that I'm working on and all this other ridiculousness. 4 would have to be my friends. I would probably die without them. That's not true, but hyperboles are kind of my thing. And 5, I love, I mean, as far as like clothing and fashion, I guess you could split those into 2 things, because I love fashion, like as far as outside of myself. I don't know what I'm reaching for here. I'm reaching for the right words. As far as outside of myself, but I also love clothing, like my own clothing. I love to like shop and stuff, which, I mean, whatever. So you may have noticed that I have a little like pre-intro bumper thing, and then my intro, and then this video. And that's because I'm just going to post this as a regular video on my channel, because I feel like if you just watch a video from my channel, you're going to start to like learn stuff about me, and because, like I said before, it was just kind of like cataloging my life. This is pretty much just telling myself for later, telling everyone just what I like, the things that I do, all that business. And like in case like years down the road I don't remember why I posted this, I can always just reference this back and just be like, click, click, oh, that's why. So yeah, girls, I hoped that you liked this video here, and you know a little bit more about me. Oh, and today is awesome because since I've come back to Victorville, it has rained 4 times. That's 1 more time than it rained the 4.5 years that I lived here prior to my move to San Francisco. Come on. Now with that, because I think another thing about me that you probably should get to know, like right off the bat, I am a little bit on the awkward side. So after the bumper, if you want to stick around, there's some of me just like jumping around in the rain to none other than the Jonas Brothers. and a little tiny bit of the ting-tings. I almost totally forgot. Leanne asked, I really should like make my list more complete. Leanne asked me what was one thing, or she asked everyone, what was one thing that can really ruin our day? The weather is definitely something that can ruin my day. Like I said, I'm really excited that it's rained 4 times since I've been back here. That's actually not a bad thing. I love the rain. I love cold weather. It's ridiculous, which makes it extremely unfortunate that I live in Victorville, like the center of Hades. And I know like it's not like the hottest place ever. I know that there's like Death Valley and Palm Springs is supposed to be really hot too. But no one lives in Death Valley. I get that it's like the hottest place ever. I don't think anyone lives in Death Valley. It's just like a big old valley of death. People live in Victorville. I'm forced to like congregate and do things and be active in this town that is like 100 degrees. Even when it was raining, it was like 98. What's up with that? That's ridiculous. So yes, Leanne, the one thing that can really mess me up is the weather. If it's really hot outside, even if I was in a great mood beforehand, I just want, like, and I go outside and it's like sweltering, I just want to like run back inside and just sit under a fan all day and just be moody. I love the rain. She's gonna pack up, she's gonna. I wish I hadn't packed my belts because I keep having to pull up my pants because I just want to jump around in the rain.